In the heart of Houston, Texas lies Olivewood Cemetery, a place once forgotten, but revived by a nonprofit called Descendants of Olivewood. Today, Olivewood is at risk for overdevelopment. The last piece of green space is about to be taken up.
We have records of more than 4,000 people being buried here, but we only have, I think, fewer than 1,000 headstones. So most of the graves, the 3/4 of the graves, would be unmarked, and presumably at one point there would have been 3 times as many headstones as we see now. Yeah. Jason Patton and his wife, and his headstone has been smashed. A big branch came down and smashed it. But he was a young man, a postal clerk, and he was one of the founders of the Postal Workers Union that still in existence today, International. He was also a founding member of the NAACP, the original chapter of the NAACP in Houston here in the 1920s, and was what they think was happening, and of course they can never prove it, was that the developer would come out every once in a while and just take a headstone or two, and then over time it looks like the cemetery is kind of disappearing. It's no longer a coherent place. It just becomes this kind of random place, and then he makes this argument that it's abandoned and you can't save it. But it was like a deliberate policy of degrading the cemetery over time. So what this is a curving that goes around a lot, just like that. It's the same thing, and it's laying up here like it's with a big pile of stuff. And so the only thing and it was right next to this fence from a grocery supply, and the only thing I can think of at some point and it could have well been buried a little further to our east, and that they took a bulldozer or something and just pushed this stuff onto our side of the fence. And if we hadn't have been here, then they would have knocked the fence down, and that would have been the end of it. So you have to have people who are actively involved, like kind of all the time. The city of Houston or Harris County or state of Texas or somebody somewhere says, these are important places. We ought to, shouldn't be up to just a group of crabby old volunteers. It's a crazy thing. I came out here with my Oddfellows Lodge and just to mow, and I like just coming out here and mowing and working by myself and so on. And then it just more and more kind of got to me, the injustice of this setup, and I ended up getting absorbed into it. But it's just all these stories. It's so rich in stories. The fact that they aren't included in the textbooks and stuff, it doesn't seem right. So I've ended up being kind of trying to capture them and let people know about them. I mean, look at this mess. I don't know. We're gonna have to get some young people up, climbing up there. I'm not gonna. So.
Help us save Olivewood, and help us save history. What's left of it.
And that comes out of